Okay, hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Nadi, and I am back with another video. I am back, and let's go mad at me. I think a whole part of this reason, Engels, English. My son, another song. You guys are gonna have to forgive me for that. But what I was about to say, what I was trying, I wanna. Okay, let me start. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Nedi, and I am back with another video. Or I'm back. Let's go and mad at me. Please, let's go and mad at me. A whole part of the reason behind shooting this video is me explaining where I've been, why I went MIA on you guys, and why I stopped uploading videos in the past 3 years, if I'm not mistaken. Well, according to YouTube, I haven't uploaded anything in like 3 years. So yeah, that's literally what we're going to be talking about. But before we get into that, if you're new here, please be sure to watch the video for at least 2 to 3 minutes before subscribing, and ensure that I'm about to be your new fave or someone that you actually want to engage with before you subscribe. And then after that, after you've decided, you recruit your friends, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your family, everybody in your circle to join the family and become a part of this beautiful family that I'm building here. And if you are a returning subscriber, let's cover made it. Please, I'll explain myself. Welcome back, baby. Thank you so much for tuning back in, and thank you so much for not losing hope and faith in me and still believing in this channel. That is so rude. It's so loud outside, and like this is the only time I can actually shoot, because at night I don't have lighting in my room, and during the day, during these odd hours, that's when the light hits my room and it just looks stunning. You understand what I'm saying? So like, should I shut these kids the fuck up? And these damn birds. Okay. But yeah, I think Mama didn't go tea. I forgot how to do YouTube, guys. I forgot. Please bear with me. Please. I'm gonna sort it out. Yeah, please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. In like 1 second, 0.5. I hope you've done it now. Okay, guys. So I'm gonna explain myself. Please come mad at me. Please don't be mad at me. I have reasons that made sense to me, but to you guys they might sound as excuses. Okay, sorry, 2 seconds. Okay, yo guys, it's a lot. I don't know if I should I read it. If I read it, it's gonna seem very insincere, but you know what, let me just stick to what actually happened. Everything I wrote down is what actually happened, but I feel like it's gonna seem insincere if it comes from something that I wrote down. I just have to speak and vomit and just like spew nonsense to you guys who are returning, and to you guys who have been waiting for me to upload, and to you guys who have subscribed and believed in me and decided that you want to join this family because you believe that we're gonna grow. You are very welcome. You are very welcome to your event and cuss me out in the comment section. You're very welcome. Like, according to YouTube, I've been away for 3 years. The last time I posted was when I was taking a trip, which was probably like Feb 2022, if I'm not mistaken. I don't even know, right? But yeah, according to YouTube, according to the stats, I've been away for 3 years. So if you guys remember correctly, for those who have been here for quite some time now, if you guys remember correctly, 2021, I lost my brother, and that's the year I was diagnosed with depression, right? Chronic depressive disorder. And that's when I basically lost myself, because when he passed and he went down that grave, I was like, I think I went with him, right? Cool. I had a couple of episodes while I was still in Midrand, and this is where I drew closer to God. Thank God, I actually managed to draw closer to Him. So I drew closer to God. My family became very close. After so many episodes of fights and family squabbles and stuff, I drew closer to God and I started praying, and I was stuck doing a course I wasn't happy with at the time. This was beginning of 2022. I was stuck doing a course that I wasn't really happy with, and my voice is doing funny things today. Please bear with me. I was stuck doing a course I wasn't really into, and I prayed to God that He could give me something that would help me get my mind off of things. And I prayed for a job. I fasted, and I asked God. I was like, "Sir, you can see me. I'm perishing right in front of your eyes. Please, please, I'm begging you." Right? So with the course that I was doing, I was studying through UNISA, and I was doing tourism management, and it was online, right? So it was a thing of most of the time I used to be inside the house by myself. In the early hours, my mom would wake up, wake my sister up. She'd get ready for work, my sister would get ready for school, and they'd leave, and I'd be in the house by myself. And me being me, whatever allowance I had, to try and numb the pain, I used to walk to, guys, Blue Hills Center, shopping center, right? Because I stayed in Regent, Stonewood, Blue Hills, used that place so much. I used to walk with that last 50 rand, 100 rand, whatever it is I had. Let me just put it that way. Whatever it is I had for my allowance, I would walk to the shopping center and get myself some wine, and I would play really sad and depressing music, and I drink my wine and pretend I'm in a movie. And guys, being I was losing my mind, right? Sharp, because I thought I was numbing the pain. I thought I was fine. I thought I was doing something right. Cool. Come towards the end of Feb, I receive a call, and they tell me that I've got the job that I had applied for. No interview, nothing. Really? What? Why? So it turns out that the office was brand new, and they liked my CV and how it looked and everything, and they're like, "You are the perfect fit, and we are offering you the job." I was like, the first thing I did after hanging up was scream, right? And then I prayed, I thanked God, and not as calm as I am right now. I thanked God and I cried and I did all that shebang. I prayed and I prayed and I prayed and I prayed. Oh my God, I prayed. I was so grateful. I was like, "God, thank you. This is the sign I needed. This is exactly what I needed." God had granted me what I had asked for. Not so? Yeah. God had granted me what I had asked from Him, and I was excited. I was overjoyed, and but the only issue was that this job I was offered was in a different province. So I was in Gauteng, and I had to move to Mpumalanga, right? Me, I'm thinking I'm fine. I can handle it. I'm good. And they asked me, "Who are you gonna stay with? Because you need a place to stay, because the place that you were staying at when you were in Nelspruit is being rented out to other people, and there are tenants there, so you cannot go stay by yourself." the next best thing was literally my mom's parents, right? So the next best thing was like my mom's parents, and I decided, I was like, no, I'm good. I can stay with Abokoko. I mean, I love my grandparents to death. Those people raised me. I lived with them from birth until 2010, which is like, it's a funny story, but I'll get you guys into my childhood like in another video. Cool. Okay, comes the day where I have to move. Right now I'm getting anxious, and they call me the day before. They said I should travel down to MP, and they tell me that I need to come now. I'm like, where on earth am I supposed to get money to travel down to MP the day before you guys said I should come? Right now I'm suffering, now I'm struggling, I don't know what the hell to do with myself. I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna pray about it, and I'm gonna talk to my mom. And then they canceled the thing. They were like, okay, no, it's fine. The first day, the orientation is gonna happen in the Midrand offices, the head office. The head office, the head office in Midrand. I was like, oh, good shot. And then my colleague, the one I started with, we both traveled down together on the 1st of March 2022, and we started on the 2nd. Wow, guys, I moved in with my grandparents, and I was happy, I was fine, I was content, because I had been missing my family. Being in Midrand was nice, it was fun, but I didn't do a lot. I didn't go out, and I was always inside the house. So I was like, maybe this is what I need, you know, to grow. I was like, no, maybe God sees that I'm suffering, and I must leave. Yeah, I moved to MP. I thought I was fine. I thought I was fine because my mom was back in Midrand with my sister, and I knew I could visit them whenever I wanted. Whenever I had money to go visit them, I would. Came 2020, oh, let me finish the whole 2022 story. Everything's fine, everything's cool, but the excuses that I made when it came to like shooting content was the fact that there's not proper lighting there. The first year it was pretty rough, but I didn't want to accept that it was rough for me, because now I'm in a whole new environment with people that I love dearly. Please don't get me wrong, I love my grandparents dearly, right? I love them dearly, but now for the first time I'm alone, and I'm not alone, man. I'm away from my mom and my baby sister, and I'm like, I'm gonna die. And I was depressed, but I was denial, right? I was like, not me. I thought I was fine, guys. I thought I was fine. I thought I was fine. I thought it was fine, but the problem is moving back into my grandparents' place meant that I was staying closer to where my late brother used to stay, and it also meant the people who do not want me to prosper are working overtime right now, because the camera keeps, like, my phone just stops recording in the middle of flipping explanation. But yeah, as I was saying, moving back with my grandparents meant that I was now closer to where my late brother used to live, and closer to where the accident happened, the fatal car accident that took place. And I was just close to everything and everyone, right? And in Midrand, that was my safe space, where I was at a place where no one knew me, right? No one knew me unless I wanted you to know me. No one knew me that side. So I was away from everything, away from the drama, away from the painful memories and the family arguments and like outbursts and stuff. But I was back with my family, so I thought and I believed that I was fine. But the only piece that was missing at the time was my mom and my sister, because they were left in Midrand. But I was grateful for the job, and I was happy, and I was happy to be back home. I was happy to be back with my grandparents and stay with them, because I mean, those two, they raised me. I don't want to lie. My mom raised me, my grandparents raised me. My mom's parents raised me, like, in cleaner, because I, like, every time I speak about my grandparents, I just think back to the childhood memories that I share with these people, and like they make me so happy, I'm not gonna lie. So sure, you're still looking right, sharp. The first month my mom's twin offered to like take me to work and back home. Very appreciative of what she did. And then came a time where I had to be a big girl and put on my big panties on. Put my big panties on and just become like responsible for myself, my own transport and everything. So I don't miss this thing, and I rebuke in the mighty name of Jesus. May I never have to go through that again. I had to now start taking a bus to work and from work back home. Yeah, it's affordable, right? It's an affordable form of transportation. It's comfortable for some, it's easy for some, it's what's the word I'm looking for? I can't find it, but it will pop up. But like it was relevant, like it was a proper way to move around, right? But I personally did not enjoy it because all my life I've been spoiled, and I was transported by my mom. She would drive me to school, back home, take me wherever I needed to go, fetch me, bring me back home. And now I'm sitting in a bus. Hi Gabi, I mean, bus is a proper mode of transport, but like not for me, because I felt it in winter, it was too cold. I felt it in summer, the rain. Girl, any person actually like there's nothing you can do. Wednesday, it's either you make sure that you make it to the bus station or the bus stop on time, or you're gonna be left behind and you're gonna have to pay an extra $40 to go from where I was staying, my grandparents' place, to Nelspruit. That's what team. Sharp, that was it. The first week went by, and every time I went to work, I would pass by the place where my brother's fatal accident took place, and he died on the scene. I think that's what's messing with my mental health, is the fact that he died on the scene. And like I remember traveling I remember traveling back from the gym the next day after receiving the news, and just seeing the blood by that scene, and just thinking that that's my brother's blood right there. So the first week I thought I was fine. I'm like, I'll cope, I'm good, I'll be fine. I mean, I think I've gotten over the grief stage, I'll be fine. The moment comes the second week. Now I'm starting to have the flashbacks, and I'm starting to imagine the accident, and like every day it's a different scenario of how the accident would have happened, or how it would have taken place, and how my brother actually died on that spot, right? And then every day I passed there's no way of no passing it. I passed I started having nightmares, and I would dream about him, and the dreams were very unpleasant, and it was always him just crying, asking for help, and seeking assistance, and like just crying for help, really. Or he's jailed somewhere, he's tied up in jail. Yo. And I mean, he came back for me. Because out of all the people in my family, I think it was me, my grandmother, and my big brother, and my older sister, who dreamt about him like a lot. Yeah. And he and I were very close, I'm not gonna lie. So, fine, I thought I was good. Hi guys, now I'm having sleepless nights. I keep dreaming about him, and it's just terrible. Like, my mental health is at stake. My mind is all over the place, and I'm just like imagining the worst things possible. I called my mom and I talked to her about this, and obviously because my mom is in the health industry, she reminded me that, remember, you were diagnosed with depression, which means that now it's gotten to the state where your depression has reached its peak and you need to see a doctor and you might have to go on chronic medication. I was like, Njani, me and depression. What do you mean? What do you mean? Okay, fine. I was like, okay, cool, I'm gonna go see a doctor. I make an appointment, I book an appointment, and then I go see my doctor. She tells me, training. Because now it has transgressed from depression to now having anxiety attacks. I'm having anxiety attacks and like depressive episodes here and there. Now they're putting me on chronic medication for depression and anxiety. On top of that, they had to add sleeping tablets because I'm being alive. Before that whole consultation, I used to just like drink my way to sleep. I would drink my way to La La Land. I would drink my way to drink, like I would drink my way to sleep. And then the next morning I wake up with a heavy head, heavy heart, and it gets worse and it gets worse and it gets worse. So alcohol really doesn't help. It just used to help me sleep, but it didn't help me get better. It used to help me sleep, but it didn't help me get better. Clock it. I get on the medication, the first 2 months, the emotional roller coaster. I was an emotional being, like my emotions were all over the place. 1 minute I'm happy, the next I'm sad, the next I'm happy, the next I'm crying, the next. But when I was confused myself, I was like, I'm sorry, because now I'm calling my mom, like, Mom, I don't know what this medication is doing to me, but I don't like what it's doing to me because I'm going right, I'm going hip. I tried stopping. I stopped taking the medication. So I substituted the medication with alcohol again. My grandmother found the alcohol in my bedroom. I was away at work that day when she found it. I used to buy wine. Like every time I got paid, I used to buy wine. And like sufficient wine. When I say sufficient, I'm talking those boxes. I had 5 liters and 2 liters bed. Because I'm trying to cover up. You're not allowed to drink in my grandmother's house, which makes sense. You know, she was trying to protect us, and we just didn't understand. We couldn't understand until now. Yeah, we're not allowed to drink. So I used to hide my alcohol. I had to hide my alcohol. Even when I was staying with Mom in Midrand, I had to hide my alcohol. Because one day my mom decided to clean my room and she found boxes and boxes of wine. She was like, your room is an entire brewery. What do you mean? Your room is a brewery. What do you mean? She's like, come here. I go to my room and I found the boxes on my bed. I was like, I can't explain. That's not the point. My grandmother found those boxes in my bedroom, and this one time she calls me to the kitchen. She asks me, what is wrong with you? You know, my grandmother doesn't understand alcohol, and she doesn't understand Western medication. She doesn't understand medicine. She doesn't understand pills, right? What she knows is her Bible. Pray about it, you'll be fine. Sharp, I mean, I agree. God is good. God is good all the time, and all the time God is good. Yay! When she found the wine, we had this talk over a glass of together. Like I poured her a glass and I poured myself a glass. She's like, bring that thing that's in your room. I thought she's talking about. But she said it in Iswatini. Let's have little box ngithola lapha ekamereni lakho. I'm like, khuluma ngoko. Let's have little box ngithola mfoko bed ekamereni lakho. Wahlala nami kitchen ngikhulumisa. She spoke to me and she asked me, what is wrong with you? I explained everything to her. I laid down and I tell her how I haven't been feeling good. I've been struggling to sleep and I cry every night and I keep thinking about my late brother. I dream about him and he just keeps showing up. Everywhere I go, he's there, right? So I thought she understood. She didn't. Next thing I hear, I go to sleep early that day. Next thing I hear her, I just went to my room like early. Next thing I hear her, my mkulu and two mamkulus of mine, which are like my mom's older sisters. I'm like, show me after that glass of that we had together in the kitchen and it knocked you out. You gotta talk about me. I step out and I stand in my palm why I call when I'm listening now. Then they ask me like, Naledi, why can I try? I'm like, I'm not it because at times I know. I don't like it got to a point where I wasn't drinking for entertainment. I never used to drink for entertainment. What am I saying? Because I'm damn. No, I'm broken. So yeah, that happened. They spoke about me. I stepped out and I went to the fridge and I took I had a mug. It wasn't like a glass, but it was a mug, and I poured me some more wine to knock me out when I go back to bed. And then I stood in front of them in the living room and they were like, you need to try and stop drinking. I was like, yeah, I'll try. Okay. And then I started showing them that I actually am on medication. But now how do you explain depression to like my granddad was born in the 1930s and my grandmom was born in the 1940s, right? Because my granddaddy is like way older than blah blah blah. But it's fine. I has to call up. Hey, get up. So Gogo would always talk to me, like she's like, okay, I think you're making yourself extra sick with the medication that you're taking, which I started believing now. Because every time I take medication, it's like, okay, the thing, it will numb you down for a couple of minutes, a couple of seconds, couple of hours. But after that, back to square one, you're feeling hurt again and you're crying again. So everything was just like, yo, now I must explain depression to my grandparents. 0 out of 10 because they don't understand. And every time I take my pills in front of them, the pills that are supposed to help me feel better, they complain and they talk about, you're not supposed to take those. Like, inside and you'll take yourself to an early grave. So, shut up. Now I'm confused. Am I gonna drink myself to sleep or am I gonna take sleeping pills to sleep? But now, here's the trick. With the transport that I used to take, it needs you to be at the station like before it gets there. So I had to be there by 6:30. And now you know, if you're a person who actually drinks alcohol, you know how bad alcohol knocks you out. Like we were put alarm is 45 when it's so late, so busy, you snooze because you just are struggling to get out of bed. Sleeping tablets, they knock you out. You will snooze even sleeping tablets are worse because then you take them, you don't even hear your alarm going off. You're just gonna continue sleeping. And now I'm like so confused. Am I gonna take the medication? Am I gonna drink wine? What's gonna happen? Nothing, because none of these things are allowed in my grandmother's house. Where? Now I'm making excuses. I'm like, I can't shoot videos because I'm depressed. I can't shoot videos because there's no lighting. And like in my grandmother's place, my grandmother still has her house that was built for her by her children in 1999. And she doesn't care. That's her house that was built for her by her kids. She's not gonna leave that house. Do you understand? She's not gonna leave that house. Whether I like it or not, I have to be here. Right? And that house, like, there's no lighting, there's no space, there's enough space, just no proper lighting. So I kept trying to budget and like trying to save money for paint and to like create my own studio in the house because and I used to pay for my medication because my dad decided to like kick me out of his medical aid shop. Now all the time I'm complaining I'm not mali because transport, medication, things that are not necessary, my essentials, and fine, because I needed to get my mind off of things. So I think, let me just sum it up by saying that I was very depressed to a point where I couldn't get out of bed to like shoot a video. I wasn't excited to shoot videos. I wasn't as driven, you know, and I just created too many excuses in my head, and yeah, that led me to like getting off of YouTube for 3 years, because I kept on giving myself excuse after excuse after excuse. Me and please, no, we can't do this. No, we can. We really can't, but we can. And guys, I'm gonna plead with you, so please bear with me. I'm gonna try and do my best, and I'm gonna try and right my wrongs and fix where I've fucked up. Sorry, fix where I messed up. No, where I fucked up, because I fucked up. So please bear with me and give me a chance. I'm gonna try and be as consistent as I can possibly be. And after this video now, I don't think anything that I said right now made any sense, but you will see as time goes by in my videos, like all the other videos that are gonna come, things are gonna start piecing together, and then we'll figure out it. I mean, but you know, it was a cry for help the whole time, but let's go worried gonna just please bear with me. I'm gonna try and be as consistent as I can possibly be. I'm grateful to all my friends and all my closest loved ones who have been fighting me and actually trying to convince me to get back to YouTube. I'm gonna try and do my best this time around. I really messed up, and I am truly sorry. And I guess third time is a charm, so we're gonna try it one. Like, this is the last time, and then I'm really last time, and then I'm finished. But guys, please bear with me. I'm gonna try and like fix everything. Thank you so much if you've made it this far. Thank you so much for tuning in and listening and understanding. If you understand, if you don't, you're welcome to post your questions in the comment section. I will respond as swiftly as I possibly can. And I'm really grateful for you guys. I'm grateful to you guys. I'm grateful to God. And like, I'm getting emotional. I don't like it when I'm emotional. I really don't. I don't like it when I'm emotional.